Hey guys, what's up? It's Turbo Warrior 23. I'm here today after about I think a year to discuss Adventure Quest, the sweep, and a couple more things about it. I made the last video about something like this a year ago, April 26th, I think it was, 2011. So since it's been a year, I'm gonna just talk about a little more stuff. So the first thing I want to say before I talk about anything is I'm gonna change builds. I'm gonna switch to a Annihilator, Lucky, Mystical, Beastmaster, Ranger. Yeah, I know, it's a lot of names, but it's a good build, and I'm gonna switch to it. I mean, it's not very strong in general. By the way, there I just got a 1300 Lucky Strike with the anti-guard. I just want to say that it's not a very strong build in general. In fact, if anything, it's weaker than most Rangers. But the main reason I want to try it out is because I've never tried a Ranger before, and it's something new. And it's basically I'm gonna have 120 Strength, 200 Dexterity, 180 Charisma, and 80 Intellect. I think that's what the stats are. I'll have to check again. But anyway, I'm gonna write it down in the description. I want you to tell me: do you think I should switch builds? Yes or no? No, I need some feedback here. And yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna link you guys to a thing on the forum that has my has all my stuff. Like it has this. It's a forum page that I've asked a question about the build and stuff like that. So anyway, let me get into Adventure Quest, the sweep, stuff like that in general. So it's been a year since I made the last video. Last year I was a little bit disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. In Adventure Quest, there weren't that many quests that happened that seemed. I mean, the stuff that got released was really strong. I think every week, some sort of record for the strongest blah blah blah, the strongest weapon, spell, shield of some element got beaten by something new. I think every week that happened. I was kind of disappointed though. The quests for last year didn't seem very fun. The main thing I enjoyed was Frost Veil because I enjoy that every year. But in general, I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping to see something better. But this year, as of 2012, I think things have gotten better. We had what was it? What have we had so far this year? We had a couple wars. We had the Leprechaun War. That's always fun. There was April Fools. I like the April Fools quests. There I got an instant failure. Just wanted to say. By the way, if you were wondering what I'm doing in this video, I'm just getting some summon spells for my new build. So anyway, yeah. There I'm just looking through the quest just to make sure. So yeah, last year, I was kind of disappointed by the quests that came out. Some of them were good. Some of them were pretty decent. Some of them were good, and some of them were just terrible. Something I really noticed that seems to have changed over the years is these rares that used to be like a lot of rares are coming back seasonally and stuff like that. Let me see if I can think of an example. The Frozen Time Spines, I think it is, or the Ultra Spines or whatever. Those came out a long time ago. They went rare and they came back last year, I think. A lot of things like this, a lot of things that are rare are coming back, and it's in general, I think this is actually a good idea. Not because not just because new players, or no, sorry, not just because like it'll give a chance for every, or no, sorry, God. I'm not saying it's good just because I can get it and stuff like that, but I'm saying it's good because players who start the game now, which there are a lot of, they're going to be able to enjoy all this stuff, and the artwork isn't wasted, blah, 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 what the staff says. But I actually think it's a good idea that the staff is bringing back some of the rares, especially some of the things that came out, like, in 2007. I mean, I don't think anything before 2007 has ever come back, except for maybe the seasonal stuff. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit strange the way I'm saying things because I'm trying to play on the secondary account on my other computer, so it's kind of hard. I'm training up Ninja on that other computer actually. But anyway, so yeah, the last year the quests were kind of disappointing. I felt. I was hoping that by this year, yeah, I think I'm gonna give a link to my old video for last year. It was called the History of AQ, I think, or the History of Adventure Quest. I'm not sure which I called it. But I'm going to give a link to it because it covers everything I thought of last year. And last year, I gotta say, I didn't play as much as Adventure Quest as I used to in years. In fact, I used to remember like staying up late and stuff and playing a game back in 2008, 2009. I loved it. And last year, I don't know what it was about last year. Just around the time that the what was it called, the Anti Guardian and Ultra Guardian stuff came out. That I think the quest that came out between then and the end of the year seemed a bit. I don't know what the word is used. Maybe not just boring, just kind of uninspiring. They felt. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But here, by the way, I am selling some stuff to buy the Crystal Dragon, which I'll use later on in the video. So yeah, I don't know. The quest just kind of felt boring. And one thing that really annoyed me was the fact that there's a lot of tank monsters. Last year, I was hoping that this would disappear. When I made that video, I didn't mention it, but there was one of the things I didn't like was the fact that AQ was putting in more and more tank monsters. And when I say tank monsters, I'm talking about anything with at least 5,000 HP, because these are just like there's no point. There's nothing fun about fighting them. It's just like drag, drag, drag. It's fighting a monster for. I mean, the essences take me, I don't know, maybe 5 to 7 maybe minutes. If it's really bad battle, maybe 10 to beat them. And sometimes I still end up dying just because I'm an annihilator and I have low endurance and stuff like that. And they're really a drag. And so last year I just didn't play as much. I started playing Terraria a lot. I don't know if you guys know the game Terraria, but I played that game a lot last year. To compensate for the fact that I wasn't playing most of the quests last year, I started making this like episodes of me fighting. What was it? I think it was using my third account, my Ranger account, and it was me fighting in that. But that kind of died down. I didn't really feel like doing that anymore, especially after the last one got really bad reviews. I mean, I think it got like half thumbs down, half thumbs up. And then again, I didn't like that video either when I watched it back. But anyway, so the thing I wanted to talk about was AQ, the sweep, the thing that happened that's still going on in 4 or 5 years in the making, I suppose. It's really 2011. I think was a big year that it hit it, because last year it seemed like the team, I guess, was putting more effort into balancing the game than it was into making the quests, making the armors, the shields, and I don't think that's a good idea. I really think they should focus more on the aesthetics rather than the coding. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good way to put it, but I think I really think the one thing that's happened in Adventure Quest that's really there I got to level 139. One of the this is actually it was funny actually. I was just recording this video for the heck of it, and then I leveled up, and when I was like, I'm so glad I got that on tape. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I really think that last year was a big pitfall, I guess I could say, for Adventure Quest. Anyway, in my opinion, the game just felt boring. I don't know. Is this just me? Just tell me down in the comments. I really want to know your opinion. So yeah, last year was kind of a pitfall, but I think at the end of last year, around the Frost Vale, I think the quests got better. And this year, by the way, back in 2010, about middle of 2010, around the Nova Night set release, I called that the new AQ or something. I called it something, the new age of AQ. Most of these ages or periods or time periods or whatever you want to call them have lasted 2 years. Like 2006 to 2008 was like the year where everybody was I call that I think I called it old AQ, and then 2008 to 2010 building age, and then 2010 and onwards it was wanted to see. And I think this new AQ thing is really the new AQ feeling is that there's more tanks, more high damaging monsters, and less player managing to hit like the opponent and stuff. Plus the gold, generally stuff costs an insane amount of money. Like if I want to buy a weapon now, it can cost anywhere from 700K to 1,200,000 or something, and that I think that's crazy, truthfully, because someone who plays the game on an average like a lunchtime. I mean, the game was supposedly in the beginning a lunch break RPG role playing game or whatever. It really is not that anymore. In fact, I don't think you could even that's even close. By the way, here I sell locomotive and plant dragon, which is by the way seasonal rare for summon Gaiden 5 or whatever. But yeah, as I was saying, I really don't think that what was I saying? Sorry, got a little sidetracked there. I really think it's not a lunch break RPG game by any chance. One of the reasons I say this is because a lunch break RPG game does not make you have to play for hours and hours in order to, get enough gold and stuff that you need. And I really think I don't think Adventure Quest is going on the wrong turn. I would have to say it's not that it's just flat out breaking itself, but this year I think is better. Last year I was really sad for Adventure Quest. 2011 I was just like, I thought that the game was headed on a downfall. In fact, I stopped playing it for a long time. Not stopped playing it, rather. I just didn't play it much. I went and played Call of Duty for a while. Something I thought I'd never play before. And what else did I play, actually? I played Deus Ex Human Revolution. That game is awesome. Probably one of my favorite first-person shooters of all time. But I would have to say this year looks better. The stuff that's come out so far this year looks a lot better than the stuff that came out last year. And if it continues on the path, I know I ended my last video, the one in 2011, on a good note, but that year seemed pretty bad. And I hope this year's better. In fact, I think it's going to be better. Even the Morningstar quest, for that matter, didn't really interest me much. But this year I have to say it seems better. So tell me what your thoughts are. Do you think this year is going to be better than last year? Do you think that last year was really good? I mean, do you think I'm just being really hypocritical and not very good at, I don't know, judging AQ? What do you think? Please tell me down below, guys. I really want to know your input. Oh, and I just got to level 2 Assassin, or Ninja, on my other thing. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. I hope you liked this video, even though it's kind of sad and good at the same time. Yeah. Sure. Bye.